Here we are at Origins 2013 in Columbus, Ohio, and I have two gentlemen here by the name of Grant Wilson and Michael Richie. And, well, now that I've introduced your names, I was going to say tell me your names and a little bit about yourselves, but Michael, how about you tell me a little bit about yourself, your background, and such?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. I'm president of Rather Dashing Games. I am also the game designer for everything that we do. I've been working in the game industry for 8 years plus professionally. I've designed games for various companies. I've had stuff in Barnes & Noble, I've had stuff in Target. I designed something sponsored by the X Games. But
awesome.
Thank you. But I'm really excited. I've always wanted to be on my own. And so now my business partner Grant and I have the opportunity to do that and make exactly the kind of games I've always wanted to make.
I have to ask a simple question.
Sure.
If you've got a business partner, are you really on your own?
Compared to before, absolutely.
So Grant, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
My name is Grant Wilson. I am the Vice President and Artist for Rather Dashing Games, and I've been drawing ever since I could hold a pencil. I recently just finished a TV career, and moving into this has been refreshing, whereas I can just go upstairs to my office and draw rather than travel all over the dang world. Right. So it's good to be here with my lifelong friend I've known since I was 5, making quality games and having just a good time.
Very cool. So now I got to ask your TV background. What?
I did Ghost Hunters on Sci-Fi.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
And so tell me a bit about your company.
Okay.
What are you doing? What you doing here? Origins, like gaming company? Huh?
Gaming company. It is at Origins, gaming company. Well, Rather Dashing Games is we make games that are what we like to say is rather dashing. I've been playing games forever. There are so many games out there that take 3 hours to make your turn, and there's games out there that you do nothing but roll dice and jump up and say yay. I play both kinds of those games. I like them, but what I feel like there's not enough of are games that are rich. They've got a great theme, they're beautifully drawn and illustrated, but that the rules I could explain in 5 or 10 minutes and get someone who's not a gamer into the hobby. So
but also games that, you know, that bridge, the gateway games, that bring you in. So
gateway games.
Easy enough to do. That's it,
us.
But you'll get hooked into the more complex games.
So you are the bridge, or you are the bridge to the bridge?
We hope to be the bridge.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike's been in the industry for a while. We like to camp. We were sitting around a campfire, and he was kind of complaining about how he doesn't have the freedom as a game designer. And I said, you know what? I love to draw. Why the heck haven't we started a company together? And so we did, and we're just having a blast. It's just us and our wives.
Yep.
And we've already got 4 titles out, and we've only been around for about 2 years. And we're cranking and cranking. We make all our games in the USA, responsibly forested, all that stuff. And so, again, we're trying to stay rather dashing in our manners, in our business practices, and with our games.
And part of that's what you said about everything being made in America, environmentally sourced, sustainably forested. So we've been to the factory where everything is made. We've interviewed the actual, or interview's the wrong word, talked to the actual people that are making our games. I can go to bed at night and feel sound and secure that they're made ethically and responsibly.
Very cool. And in talking to you earlier, I believe that some of your games are of the Dungeons and Dragons genre?
Well, what we have available right now are these bridge games, but Mike is an endless fountain of knowledge and game ideas, and he's got about 20 other ones floating around, and some of them are just bigger, better, some of them are role-playing games, some of them are Euro-style games, and we have a game for just about everything, but you got to start with these small ones and make your way through that. Yeah. Well, that's what we're doing.
Well, that's it. We've moved. Even now, we've moved from more simplistic card games into this year. We've been able to release something that's far more of the type of board game you're starting to find in the indie sections of like Barnes and Noble.
Yes,
very
and
cool.
We are big fantasy buffs. We also like sci-fi and all that. We're nerds and gamers ourselves. But yes, we do have a game called Dwarven Miner that's themed around dwarves and mining, and we have 4 taverns, which takes place. You are one of the 4 one tavern in the fantasy realm where all the heroes come and drink, and you're trying to get your tavern well known by hiring these heroes and things like that. So it fits in. Yeah, there's a little bit of humor in there.
So a drinking game.
Oh, anything's a drinking game.
Drinking is a game.
Yes. Game
Very
of drinking.
cool. So, quick rundown, the names of your games again?
So, the most recent one we come out with is Dwarven Miner. We also have 4 taverns. X marks the spot, and kind of the oddball in the family is called Red Hot Silly Peppers. That's been it does very well, but that was designed more for the younger educational market.
Yeah.
So you've got a game about very young dwarves.
That one, the Red Hot Silly Peppers, is you're trying to make the perfect bowl of salsa, but the perfect bowl of salsa keeps changing. So it's a math game.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Now,
very cool.
It's interesting because we're here in obviously what looks like steampunk attire, yet none of our games are steampunky. Yes, we have very many steampunk games in the works, but we're also working really hard on a series of steampunk novels that are fantastic, and we can't wait to share them with everybody.
Very cool. Any hints on the titles?
Sure. The working title, Kingship Tales from the Ether, Book 1, Brotherhood of the Strange.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So that's your first book you're coming out with?
That'll be our first, yeah. It's going to be one of at least a trilogy.
Any idea when that will be on market?
Well, we're hoping to finish it this year.
Yep.
And we've already got the agent lined up and ready to go. Yep. And he's just got to see it, approve it, and ready to rock.
Go from there.
So will that be a Kindle, Barnes & Noble, Amazon?
We're hoping all of those.
All of the above. And that's another area where I've been writing for a very long time. And again, I'm now handing, instead of just draw some dwarves or draw this for these games, I'm now saying draw this airship, draw a London that looks like this.
Very cool.
To Grant.
Yeah. So there'll be some illustrations in it, and we're writing it with the mindset that it should be very easy to turn into a movie because it would be amazing as a movie. And everyone says that about their own projects, but we have outside people telling us that as well, so that's good.
Yeah,
including
that's helpful.
Literary agents and stuff. So yeah.
So where do you plan on going from here?
Sky's the limit.
Dinner?
Movie? Just the two of you, leave your wives out.
No, we are not happy unless we're creating. So
right, absolutely.
We're just going to keep creating, and as popular as our stuff goes, that opens all the doors so we can just keep getting bigger and better and sharing cooler and cooler stuff with the world.
Well, definitely. 2 of our 4 taverns and Dwarven Miner, those are both designed heavily to have expansions, and they're being received so well that those are only a matter of time.
Yep. And of course, steampunk books and also high fantasy novels, and we just won't quit.
Yeah.
Till we quit. Till we're done.
Yeah, don't quit.
Till we're done.
Nope.
Very cool. Now, in addition, I write for a few different websites, but one of my main sites is weirdreview.com.
Yep.
And I like to ask people, if they don't mind, can you tell me and my viewers something weird and wonderful about yourselves?
What's weird and wonderful about yourself, Grant?
Well, I don't think it's weird and wonderful, but everyone else does. I used to do a show called Ghost Hunters. I've been investigating the paranormal since I was 15, and I'll be 39 this year. And I've been doing it for a long time. Mike's been with me off and on through it. I was on TV for 8 years, and what was a field where I was helping people in their homes feel comfortable about the paranormal activity in their homes, that was very frowned upon, and you were looked at like you had 3 heads. All of a sudden, because of a TV show, now it's cool to be hunting ghosts, and I'm still not able to wrap my head around that. So weird, definitely. Wonderful, not so sure, but it's something I'm passionate about, and I'll be curious till the day I die.
Very cool. And what about you, Michael?
Weird and wonderful. I'll write a book on that.
So you're the modern day Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I just have. I have one. Thanks. I have.
Run, Michael, run.
I have a knack for just being in either the right place at the right time or the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
But something that's truly wonderful, but some people would say, "Wow, that's weird." That's happened to me. Is I've had an opportunity to train with like 80, 85, 90-year-old masters from Okinawa who flew over, and just months or sometimes even weeks before they died were teaching myself in a very small group I've studied Japanese sword for years, and we were learning stuff that has been passed down and was incredibly secret for centuries. And so I tell people that, and a lot of people take sword, but I tell them the people that I've taken sword from, and they're just amazed that I've even met them.
Much less killed them with their own techniques.
Quenched in the blood of a... So can you give us a hint, the names of maybe some of these masters who've been
Masters of He-Man?
He-Man,
She-Ra,
Hercules,
Kevin Sorbo.
Kevin Sorbo. There's Tiara Sensei, Sakechi Odo. There's they're just big sword names. Like if you went over to Okinawa and started throwing these names around, it'd be like throwing Tom Cruise around here in America.
Some people would like that.
Throw Tom Cruise around?
With those techniques.
On the tip of a sword.
He's not very tall. I think you can throw him around, yeah.
Well, is there anything you'd like to add before we close? Like maybe your website?
Anybody who wants to find out more about us and what we're doing can go to rather-games.com. And please stay with us. Sign up for our newsletter. We're always announcing crazy cool stuff. And there are big things coming in the future that go way beyond just board games. And we're excited to share that with you guys. So
absolutely.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Any potential movies in the works?
Hopefully. We'll see.
Well, get the book. Hopefully the movie will follow.
Since you kind of alluded to that.
Yes, maybe. We'll see.
Well,
totally awesome. Well, thank you to Michael and Grant so much. It's been a pleasure.
Likewise.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's been fun.
From Columbus, Ohio, and Origins 2013, this has been The Weird Review.